So here's your test bed. And as you can see, we have 2 of our spring systems. Each spring system has a common spool here and 4 constant torque springs daisied around. Each constant torque spring delivers 5.25 pound-inches of torque to this middle spool. Now here's the cable. As we pull the cable, the springs all wrap around the bottom of the common spool and then retract back to the initial position.
So at the end of each cable, we have a loop like this. As you'll see later in our testing, these loops are what we use to attach the springs to the start handles. When wrapped around the start handle, the luger is going to push back, pulling against the springs like this. As the luger pushes forward off the start handles, the springs are going to pull back on the loop, adding force to the start. As the luger passes the start, these loops will detach from the handles and merely drag along behind the sled. So this is how the springs are attached to the central spool. Each spring is necked down to about half the width and then screwed in like so. You'll notice there's a little recess right here, and that allows the screw head to sit flush with the winding surface. As the spring is pulled, the wider part sits flush on top of the ridges and winds smoothly. The neck down portions of these springs are rather weak, and as the spring recoils with high velocity, it can cause them to bend backwards like so. This has caused a few springs to break and crease. To fix this, we've wound the springs a few times like so. We make this our 0 point. That way the springs are always in tension, and when they rebound, you do not bend backwards. So here are our springs in the pre-wound state. This here is a stop which prevents the cable from moving anywhere past this point. As the luger pulls the cable forward and pulls it back, it comes back with high velocity. This stop prevents it from winding past this point at all. That prevents these springs from winding past this point, and that avoids damage to the attachment points.
Ready? Ready? Go ahead.